Hey guys, Jik here, and man, we're back. We're fluffy, and we're talking about con stuff, okay? So this is the story of my first ever furry stalker, okay? And it's got lots of layers to it, but I would officially claim that they were my first furry stalker, okay? So let's get into this. We gotta go back, okay? We gotta go all the way back to 2016, okay? You know, way the far back in 2016. And we have to bring it back to a small little Discord group. And this small little Discord group was a group of just some friends of mine that we got together after our esports organization like completely fell apart, and like 200 people like just scattered to the winds, and we found ourselves in a server with about maybe 15 people, okay? And at this time, me and my girlfriend at the time, we had been together for about 6 years. Yeah, about 6 years. And we were getting to that point in our relationship that we were talking about a whole bunch of different things. She was feeling trans. I was letting her know that I was like hetero-flexible / bi, stuff like that. So like there was like a little bit of a change in the dynamic of our relationship. So we were like, okay, do we want to add a third party to this? Like, do we want to entertain the idea of a third party to this? Like, maybe something is casual, maybe something more permanent. Like, we were trying to feel out the waters of our relationship on like how that dynamic worked, because I was feeling bisexual. I was like, okay, well, I've only been with women for all my life, stuff like that. And she was like, yeah, and I'm kind of like feeling trans, so like, I don't know, like how, like if I want to try something with somebody else, like stuff like that. So, long story short, we started entertaining the idea of a third party, okay? Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Oh, that was a bad idea, but we'll get into why it was a bad idea. So, we found this person, stuff like that. I found this person. Let's be fair, I'm a lot more like forward, stuff like that. So, I found this person, and their name was Gendex, okay? And they were a husky, and they were gay as fuck. They were just like, I think they were just entering into university, so they were like, they're fairly young. They're like in their early 20s, stuff like that. And they were just like a rambunctious little RPer. And this is back when Jik RP. This is where, like, I'm a great RPer. You have no idea. I'm an absolute great RPer. I am a DM. I've been DMing the same D&D campaign for the last 5 years because I'm such a great DM, like a RPer. But like, I haven't like erotically roleplayed in like years, stuff like that. And actually, this was the guy that was the last one I ever did, because like it was like like afterwards I'm just like, nah, I'm not into it. But long story short, me and him started messaging, okay? And it got spicy. Yeah, it got spicy. And while we're messaging stuff like that, every single time we would finish our messaging session, I'd be like, okay, hey girlfriend, read all this. You're allowed to read all this. Look at everything we said. How do you feel about this? Okay? And it went on for like a couple weeks. And then at one point, my girlfriend walked up to me and she's like, hey, Jik. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And she's all like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't feel comfortable with this. And I'm like, cool. And so I was like, hey, bud. It's over. She doesn't feel comfortable with this. Let's end it. Let's not do this anymore. Like, let's be done with it. Oh, we weren't done with it. Oh my god. Oh, we were not done with it. Oh, I had opened Pandora's box, and now I had to reap what I sowed. But yeah, we were not done with it. So fast forward a couple months, okay? And I'm going to the very first furry con I ever went to, right? And a friend of ours named Cammy, he had rented 3 hotel rooms, okay? So that all his friends could come, all his friends could stay, as long as you got a plane ticket down there and you gave him some like cash for some booze and blah, blah, blah. Boom, you had a room for the entire weekend. Like, best deal ever, straight up. Cammy is probably one of the reasons why I got into the furry fandom, straight up. So, we go down there, and we're in this hotel room. This hotel room had 3 beds, okay? It had a master bedroom, 2 side bedrooms, and had a pull-out futon couch, okay? And there were 8 of us in it. There were a lot of us in this room, okay? And one of those people was Gendex, and me and my fiance, my girlfriend at the time, and and just a bunch of other friends of that. And one of those pairs of friends were meeting each other for the first time, and they had been dating for like 3 years, but they were meeting for each other for the first time. One was from Australia, one was from Texas, and whoop, me and actually my girlfriend at the time, we each paid $1,000 to help the guy from Australia come over to meet the guy in Texas so that they could like meet for the first time. So we gave them the master bedroom. Okay, and this is important. We gave them the master bedroom. Me and the girlfriend got one of the beds, and then everybody else spread out to the other beds, and Jendex got the living room bed, right? Stuff like that. So everything was all cool, stuff like that. We get there, everybody's like doing like the hey, hi, da 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 da, and we go out for a booze walk. Okay, we go out for a booze walk. I buy this. I didn't know what I wanted. Like, I'm down in the United States. I don't know what they have that's good, stuff like that. So I bought this bottle of mint, like this mint schnapps, stuff like that. But it was cheap and it was high percentage. It was disgusting. It tastes like toothpaste. Okay, it straight up tastes like toothpaste. Okay, so I take that. I put the Shamrock drink in the fridge, and me and Senny go off to go register, stuff like that. While we're going off to the register, everybody else is going with us, and we were like, "Yo, Jendex, let's go." And Jendex is like, I don't know. And we're like, okay, well, don't you want to go register? And they're like, I'll do that later. I'm looking to find a room party to like get railed at. So we're like, all right, hey, you do you. We're gonna go and get registered. So we go off to get registered. Okay, it was a long line. Took us about an hour or half of that. We come back, and Jendex is smashed. And Jendex didn't bring any booze. I think he was underage. I don't know if he was underage. United States, you guys are weird. Up in here in Canada, like 18, you're allowed to drink. Down there, you're weird. So I don't know if he was underage. But like, I came on in, and like half my bottle of my like mint schnapps was gone. Like just gone. And honestly, I took one drink of it. I didn't want it anymore, so I was fine with it. But like, it was just gone. And he is like crawling around the bed, just drunk off his ass. And it's like 6 p.m. Like, it's like 6 p.m. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. And like, he's like passing out. Okay. So like, we move his ass to like the master bedroom, stuff like that, in order to just like sleep, like rest it off. We go out and we start enjoying the con. Okay. We come back and there's no Jendex. And we're like, where the fuck is Jendex? And like, if he didn't have a key card or anything like that, like he was just like asleep in the hotel room. He had our phone number, so that, and he's not there. We looked around the place, and all of a sudden we hear this weird noise. It's like, and we're like, what the fuck is that? We go into the master bedroom bathroom, and like twist it around and behind the toilet. He had got in there. Okay, he got in behind the toilet, and we're like, what the fuck? How? And he's like, I don't feel so good, guys. And we're like, oh my god. Okay, whatever. So we get him out from behind the toilet, stuff like that. And just to give you an idea how big this guy is, he is like, I don't know, like 5'11", but he weighs like 62 pounds. Okay, like bones, just bones. Okay, just pure bones. Okay. So we bring him out. It's got to be like 9 p.m. at this time, stuff like that. And he starts sobering up, and he's just like, "Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go to the party, stuff like that." And we're like, "Okay, cool, go to the party, stuff like that." Okay. So he treadles his little husky ass over to the main con space, and we go out and we have an enjoyable night. We go to like, whose line is it anyway? All this kind of stuff. This is where the story goes downhill. So he goes off to that party, and they finished before he got there. Okay? They finished before he got there. So Jendex don't get laid. He don't get laid. Okay? Like, he gets his like little fluffy puppy ass up there, doesn't get laid. Now he's frustrated. Okay? So he comes back, and by this time it's like 1 a.m. Okay? And we got back, and we're going into bed, stuff like that, right? And Jendex goes to bed on the couch, right? Now, we had given the master bedroom to, the couple, the Australian-American couple, right? Quarter way through the night, they wake up, and Jendex had crawled into the bed in between them. Now, I'm gonna give it to Wild and what was his name? Now Mori, Min, well, I'll give it to Wild and Min. They didn't immediately just punch him. Like, holy shit, if somebody crawled in between my bed in the middle of the night, I would elbow you in the face, no doubt about it. But they were just like, oh, he's drunk, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, whatever, like, coming in. But, like, he was, like, looking for, like, snuggles and stuff like that. And then when they woke up in the morning, he was gone again. And we're like, what the fuck? Where'd he go? He's back in the fucking bathroom. He's back in the master bathroom, and he refuses to open the door. And like, fair, fine, you can stay in if you're drunk, stuff like that. But like, there's only 2 showers in the entire thing. There's 8 of us. We're all trying to get ready for the thing. Bro, get out of the bathroom. No, he was in the bathroom, and like he'd passed out in the tub or something like that. I don't know. It was weird, but like, long story short, he wouldn't get out of the bathroom, and we had to like negotiate with him for like, I don't know, like an hour to get him out of the bathroom, okay? So while we're doing this kind of stuff, they eventually get him out of the bathroom. Well, I go to have a shower, okay? And this is where the creepy shit starts. So I go into the shower, and I start like, showering, stuff like that, right? Well, all of a sudden I start hearing the door. I locked it, obviously, stuff like that. But like, I was hearing a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And all of a sudden I hear a noise outside, and they're just like, what are you doing? And then you hear like, just like the scuffling away, stuff like that. As I had left the shower, stuff like that, outside of my knowledge, he just started taking pictures of every possible sneaky angle he could. Okay, pick, of me in a towel, stuff like that, and trying to get whatever angle he could. He was pretty stealth. I didn't notice, but he was pretty stealth about it, okay? So, day goes on. One of our friends, Lynn, was like, hey, you're sexually frustrated? Grab. I'm going to take you to one of my parties. So they go off to go do one of their party stuff like that. And the rest of us, we're chill. We're just going off and doing our like a normal like stuff like that. Well, fast forward to that night, and Lynn went to a party. Gen X was invited, and now Gen X is sexually frustrated again. So he's now buried himself into the couple's bed, okay? And is refusing to leave the bed. And we're just like, oh, come on, Gen X, like, get out of bed, come with us, do something. And he's like, no, I don't want to do anything. No. Jake, will you stay here with me, and can we like watch a movie or something? And like, we all look at each other and we're just like, you know what? Yeah, let's watch a movie. So we watch motherfucking Goldmember. Hell yes. At the con, we were having like a drinking game. Like whenever like somebody says something, take a drink, stuff like that. And somehow it got out that I give fantastic back massages. And I do. I give really good back massages, stuff like that. So everybody in the room was just like, yo, Jake, give us a back massage. And I'm like, yo, you make me a drink, I'll give you a back massage. And they're just like, you'll get drunk in 2 drinks. And I'm like, you're not wrong. Okay, I will not drink, but you guys have to take care of me for the rest of the night if I give you guys back massages. And they're like, deal. And I was like, cool. So, I just start going down the line, like popping out knots and giving people back massage and stuff like that. And we go all the way down to the line. And then we get Gen X. And you know what? There has never been a time that I've been like, I don't really want to give a back massage right now, but I already did it to everybody else. Okay. Get over here. So flop down, and I start giving this guy a back massage. And I don't think I've ever given a back massage to somebody that I did not think actually had any back flesh. Like, there was no muscle, there was nothing in there. It was just bone. Like, there was literally not a single ounce of like muscle or tissue or anything other than just skin and bone. And it was I just was like, what do I even do with this kind of thing, right? And the entire time I was doing it, all I was hearing was yeah, Jake, and I'm like, okay, cool, you're done, yeah, you don't have any knots, you're fine, bud. And he's like, oh, but I want one. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, but move on, next. So, whatchamacallit, Next morning rolls by, stuff like that. Like we go out and we do our thing, stuff like that. Next morning rolls by, and I take a shower again. And this time he gets caught. What's it called? He was trying to take a more risque angle. He's like, and my girlfriend at the time is like, "What the heck are you doing?" And she snatches his phone. Like she just like straight up like yoink that goddamn phone. And she opens up, and there's just like a list, like a entire gallery of just pics of me from like different angles of like, hey, here's me at this place, here's me at this place, here's me in a towel, here's me from like a different angle, here's like just pics and pics and pics of like pictures that I had no idea about. And we're like, oh, that's creepy. No, and stop, and not gonna happen, stuff like that. Okay, so we ended up like avoiding him for like the rest of the con, even though we were sleeping in the exact same place. We just kind of like ended up avoiding stuff the con. And just before the flight back, they're just like, hey, can we you know? And I'm like, nope. Do not put your dick in crazy. Nope, no, not dealing with that shit. So we fly back, okay? We fly back, and when we get back home, we get into the Discord. Oh my God, he exploded. He just went off in the chat about how terrible like different members of the group were, blah 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 blah. And he's just like, fine, if you don't like me, I'm leaving. Quits the Discord. Everybody looked. Everybody's just like, problem solved itself. Let's go. Problem solved itself. Let's go. And then he rejoined. Okay, he DM'd one of the like younger members of the Discord and was just like, oh, everybody hates me and da da da. Nobody even talked to me to invite me back. Da 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 da. And this person being just so young, stuff that they're just like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, let me invite you back. They invite them back in. He goes on a rage, just like, you guys are assholes. None of you even thought to invite me back. Da 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 da. And we're just like, bro, you left. You left of your own accord. We didn't kick you out. You left. Go. Be free. Do your thing. He's like, fuck all you, da da da. And he quit again. And we went over to that other member, just like, hey, just don't invite him back, buddy. Like, he's leaving out of his own accord. Just let him go. And they're like, okay, but I'm sorry. But yeah, Twitter stalked me for a little bit, and then they shut down their profile, they destroyed their accounts, and they're probably on a different account ever since. But yeah, that's my story of the first, like, you know, furry light stalker that I've ever had, stuff like that. And there's more in the future, stuff like that, but that was my first experience with like just like the level of like, hey, I'm gonna I'm just like, okay, no, uncomfortable, slightly uncomfortable, please delete, as per the girlfriend. All right, with that all being said, I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.